Generic greetings. It's a lovely afternoon here in Genericsville, looking out over the vast expanse, although to be fair it just started pissing down, waiting for my burgers to cook on the barbecue and just generally having a nice time looking at the beautiful vista until you turn left and realise that there's a massive pylon right next to your house. To be fair, it's so close you could probably fling a wire over it and like latch on and actually get yourself some free electricity, because obviously that's how electricity works, and it is nowhere in any shape or form dangerous, although to be fair, if we're talking about danger, the lack of some sort of railing here is a little bit problematic, because if you just sort of step over and like fall and you'll bounce and bounce and bounce, and then yeah, ow, 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 dead, 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 gone, splash, body never found. Yes, maybe, perhaps, good grief, how dark is it? Maybe perhaps some sort of railing would be most good. It would be, I think, quite a nice addition. Anyway, that's just the first person mod. This is what we made over the course of last episode. It is not too bad. The only main problem, some people call it a problem, I call it a feature, was that this entire central road was one way. Which, yeah, I mean, that is probably generally classed as suboptimal, but I must confess, we were getting a decent amount of money, we were getting some people, so overall it was working fine, so I don't really see the problem. Obviously, I've changed it because it was daft and it was a mistake. Either way, progressing on quite nicely. Since the last episode, I have obviously altered that. I've done a little bit of messing around with some pathways in places, but pretty much it is stock, although we can hardly see what's going on now because it's absolutely pissing it down and it is nighttime. But I can alter that because I've got a couple of mods that allow me to do that if I really want to, but we'll leave it as nighttime. A couple of mods. I've got a couple of snapping mods, a couple of extra mods to allow better road building because we were having a couple of problems with the snapping, things like that. Also, money mod, I can go Control Shift M and bump there's 50 grand because why not? People didn't want unlimited money, but they also didn't like the idea of waiting for it if we have to get it, so I've got it there. We've still got the milestones going. We're still going up on this to reach Boomtown and other things like that because I think that's a good hand-holding thing, as well as a nice little objective for us to reach. Also, it's well, the mod allows me to, if I do run out of money and I'm going to be sitting there for 20 minutes, allows just to hack a bit of money in, because why not? Speaking of money, actually, I do want to go to power usage and water usage and turn both of those on, as well as smoke detector distribution. Although this does cost us a fair bit of money, it will overall help us out. I've also got another mod for deleting, so we can demolish abandoned, demolish burn, because I don't really like going around and doing it I don't like going around and having to do it manually. Speaking of fires, by the way, we do have a lot of problems with fire around here, so I'm going to place a fire station in there just to well, just to try and help put fires out here, because if we do have a fire, they have to come from all the way around this place and then down this road, all the way along, all the way, just, you know, like up and down, round through this little suburby bit and then into there. So, no, we don't want that. What other mods have we got? There's things like Traffic++ and other things like that I haven't got on. I have downloaded them, but I don't really want to just bombard the game with loads of mods right at the beginning. Obviously, the first-person mod, and there's a couple of others, but either way, it's no biggie. It's just to help us build. So, in this episode, we want to progress on. We will be building hopefully around this bit. We might even progress on to expanding, but we'll see how it goes. So we do have a little bit of an issue with fire. As you can see, it's yeah, it's not going overly well. Oh no, we've put it out. There we go. And all the people are going back inside. To be fair, with it hoying it down like this, that probably wouldn't last long, that fire. Although, to be fair, it is a metal building, and I don't really know how you set fire to metal, but whatever. So we're losing nearly 5 grand a tick now because of the smoke detector distribution that we've put on, as well as the water and power usage. But we do need that because, as you can see, the available electricity is getting low, so we're going to have another power plant put in at some point, but I don't know when. We'll see how it goes. Speaking of electrical connections, what I want to do is just delete a couple of them. We don't want that one there. We don't really need that one because it connects up here. We do still need this, but to be fair, we could probably actually spare it off from there and then into that section, and then that'll allow us to get rid of all of this because it's just in the way, if we're completely honest with each other. There we go. So that saved me having to drive a pylon through people's houses, which is cool. Okay, water is okay, garbage is fine, but we haven't got any policies to do with that. But we haven't got recycling on because we don't have it yet. In terms of our money, we could put the tax up a little bit. Some people say 14%. I'm going to try 14%. I think that's going to be too much, but we'll see how it goes. I think 14% is a little bit over-egged, but we'll see how it goes. In terms of high schools, we haven't got any, so I think it would be best to shove one in, and I'll put it probably on the frontier. I don't want to demolish too many buildings, so there there. That gives us 3 buildings gone, and that now gives us some high school availability, which should hopefully help out. I am actually going to turn off smoke detection distribution because we are losing a lot of money. And also, in terms of fire, you can see that the hazard's actually going up now, but we do have a fire station there, and we should really have one over this side, but I don't really want to spam them down because it costs a lot of money, essentially. Do you want to do that? No, we'll get to it later on. We do need to put in some more wind turbines. Now, it would be a nice idea to put them around here, but the problem with that is you can see that even though we're going to generate 8 megawatts electricity if we put them around here, it is essentially putting a wind turbine about 2 feet from someone's back garden, which is not good. I mean, look at that. That's like right on someone's door. In fact, that would demolish the house. Yeah, so we could put one there. We could actually put one there. But I think people would be a little bit vexed at that. They'll probably be a little bit annoyed. I mean, if we just go over to noise here, you can see that, yeah. Hang on, that's not noise, that's wind. Noise. Bit of noise down this central row, as one might expect, because this is where we've got a lot of traffic. Over here, where the industrial is, we're not going to be... we're going to be keeping the industrial very far away from, like, the main area here, because, you know, we don't want industrial right next door to people's houses. And that'll reduce, well, not only smog, but also the noise as well. So, yeah, putting them around here, probably not a good idea. Will we still do it, though? I don't know. We might end up doing it. We might put a couple of test ones in. You can see the noise will affect just the front area there. I'm going to put one either side here. There and there. So there's a couple in. That's obviously going to make people a little bit annoyed. Let's go first person. So, yeah, it's not too bad, I guess. Although, to be fair, they're worried about they're perhaps worried about that thing spinning round. Yeah, they should be more worried about Timmy's sandpit there that is right next to a just cliff that'll go down, and yeah, you'll never find him, especially in the dark. Look at that, you can't see anything. Good grief. So, it looks like that person is... Are they moving or are they upgrading their house? I don't know. They're doing something with their house. Looks like they painted it up and changed it. Yeah, maybe with some... maybe with some more, like, stuff across there, too. Like, maybe soundproofing on this side. We could alter it a little bit. I mean, we could always go to... where is it? It's in... These are all parks and such, which, to be fair, some people said we haven't got, so we should probably get a park put in at some point. Where should we put a park? Put a smaller park in. Probably put a park just opposite the school, perhaps, or around near the school. That would be okay. Japanese garden. No, what's that? This is like a botanical garden. No, too big. I want to get one. If we can fit a park in there, that would be great. There will be one park that'll fit in. Nope. 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 You would think one of those would fit in. I think it's just because of the shape of the thing. That's massive, that one. It's huge. Right, we'll put this one in probably just across from it. Just across there. So that'll hopefully make people a little happier. We'll sort of dot them around the place because we haven't really got them around here as well. Just near the cliff? Yeah, why not? That sounds safe as houses. No problem at all. There we are. Okay, and there's these people around here have been left out as well, so we'll put a park in. About... I like it on the corner, even though it's going to demolish a lot of houses. They'll rebuild them, they'll be fine. Right, okay. So, there's that put in. So, we have a fairly decent demand for commercial. So we do need to sort that out. We need to sort money out as well because we're currently we have a bit of a problem with it. Oops. Oh well. There we go. If you have a problem with that, by the way, then by all means let me know what the solution would be. You know, why is it getting dark all the time? Is it about a rain or something? Or is it just come in the morning? Oh, okay, right. Everybody's pissed off because they tax too much. Yep, I can sort of understand that. I think that is something I mentioned just earlier when I put the tax up. So let's resolve that. So we'll pull it down to, say, 13%. And there you go. That should hopefully, yeah, 13% is about the decent level. So actually, we were making a little bit of money there. We actually were making $11, which was good. Not now, you understand, because, well, yeah. Not now because we've just reduced the tax level. So, in order to get some more like commercial zone, we need to probably put it on this row. Now, what I like to do is we could have like a, I don't know if we want like a shopping centre. What I'm going to do is have this road come down. I'm going to spur it off this way and curve it right round and eventually connect up over there, because at the moment it does just go that way. Although we could, if we really wanted to, spur it off here, go across and then connect it up around this level. That probably is a better way of doing it. So we'll go to 3-lane highways, 3-lane motorways. Is it motorways? 6-lane. It's just called 6-lane road. 6-lane road, and then from, say, probably about here, and go to curvy road. And then we will curvy row it off, and you can see I've got like percentages and stuff, so I can actually hold like shift and it'll snap and stuff, so it's okay. Actually, we've already got snapping on, so I want to probably put the road so it goes and curves round like that, and then around like that, and then eventually we'll curve it round like that. All right, so there's like another main road, and then from here we'll there and then to there. Okay, so that connects all of that up, or at least it sorts that out. And then what we can do is we could have like a one-way system that goes around here. Is that a good idea? I'm not too sure. Either way, what I'll do, just while we think about this, is have all this as planning. We'll go onto the other tool here and just select all of this. In fact, all of this can be commercial. It doesn't really matter too much. There we go. And there's a point where I need to get to where, like, that is a bit of a gap over here. We'll go over to the painting tool, or the, like, just fill all tool, and we'll fill it till about there. I think that's about right. Okay, so, not bad. We have to be very careful of this road here. Obviously, this is like a one-way system, but it's not big enough, so we're probably going to upgrade it. We do have 6-lane one-way road. But I don't want 6-lane one-way. The problem is that essentially you don't get, as far as I can tell, 4-lane one-way. Decorative grass, decorative trees, bicycle lanes. Yeah, I don't think you get it. I'll have to probably put one of the extra traffic mods on just to add that, which I was trying to avoid because I don't want to fling a load of mods at the game, but we'll see how it goes. Anyway, so we will wait for these guys to, well, I'm just going to see if this actually is working. It looks like people are coming in, which is fine. In terms of power, we're probably, well, we're okay. Starting to lose money, but that's not a big problem yet because we should hopefully get a lot of money from the people coming in to the city. Into this new this new commercial area. I'm just going to connect all my water up there. Water treatment, everything is good. Actually, treatment isn't good. We've only got just an outlet, which comes off here. So if we look at pollution for a moment, we could probably see that it is sprawling off. That's garbage. Where is pollution? It is crime, traffic. Actually, traffic while we're here, as one might expect, there's a fairly big bit of traffic around there. We need to sort that out. We'll need to increase that. There's Boomtown, bus, trams, everything else, intersections. I've got a couple of intersection mods on because they are quite good. And yeah, that's it. We've got trams and stuff as well. Cool. A couple of people asked why haven't we gone for snowfall, and that's because it's a bloody nightmare. It's difficult enough for myself to actually make a city that doesn't fall to bits. I mean, as I said, why is it bringing up the things there? Pollution, let's have a quick look. And yeah, as one might expect, pollution from there is bad because we're essentially dumping raw sewage into the river. Ah, well. But it's only one little bit, so it's not too bad at the moment. We will process that when we can. Anyway, yeah, people said, why don't I do snowfall stuff? That's because it's difficult enough. Also, people are going, my eyes, because they're driving on what they say the wrong side of the road. Now, I'm from the UK, so obviously we drive on the left in the UK and stuff, so this is completely alien to me anyway, but I just wanted it stock. I just wanted to keep it as is. But, yeah. Anyway, so more commercial stuff coming in. This is good. We haven't got any transport systems in, so we should probably put in things like a taxi rank. So I'll put a taxi depot in. Well, actually, what I'll do, I will pause it for a second and go into sort of single lane roads, and we'll make like a sort of shopping precinct type thing around here, perhaps. I think that'll be okay. So we'll have a road that goes... Will we be able to curve it through here? We will be able to curve it through there. And Let's just go on straight through. And then we will sort of bring it round. And then around here. And then perhaps around there. Maybe a little bit sharp, that one. There we go. Actually, we'll delete them bits. 1 second. I've got a little bit too close. There's no reason having it that close to the edge, you see. Because obviously you start losing out on certain things. Let's turn snapping off. We don't need snapping. There we go. About there. And then we'll curve it right round on itself. Like so. And then we'll go pretty much straight down, I think. Okay. And then we can fill it up with... Do you want to just have lines? We could simply have lines across it, like that. It's not too bad, actually. Not too bad, but I'm not comfortable with that one. What I'll do is I'll split them up a bit. And there we go. And then we can put some, like, trees and stuff in between them if we really want to. Right, not bad. So, again, over to our commercial zone. And then we will just go a bosh. A bosh. There we go. Sorted. Right. That should hopefully do it. Problem is that in order to get there, you will need to come down this way and then onto this road. So I reckon this road here is going to become very, very... it's probably going to become very hectic at times, but we'll work on that problem when we have to. So, taxi depot. Let's get one put in. We'll put one right on the corner there because it fits in absolutely perfectly. And then we need taxi ranks. So, we'll put ranks in... We'll put on the corners. I don't like them on the main road, although we might have to have them on the main road. Put one in there. Taxis are pretty interesting because they are, well, very, very simple to use. Essentially what will happen is that if people need them, the taxis just go to the nearest rank. Well, if you the depot, people can go at the depot, but if there's not one waiting, they'll go to the rank. So that's okay. So we'll put one... Space area occupied. Yes, it is. And I'll demolish that there. Right. So we've got a fair bit of taxiings in here. This is just on the main stretch, you see. So there we are. Probably a little bit too many, actually. But, you know, we'll see how it goes. That's out of power. Don't know what power you need for that. Essentially just a couple of lights, I would imagine. In fact, we'll have a quick look now. That's not the button. That's the button. And... yeah, you just need a couple of lights, I think. Although, to be fair, it's also got a bit of subsidence as well, so maybe that's not the biggest problem. Haven't looked at the chirper for a while. Odd mutations detected in 10% of people. Public consciousness electricity benefits almost... What? Hang on. Fence about invisible people and laser eyes. Gifted people. What's it on about? 10% of people... invisible people and laser eyes. Something to do with gifted people. I have no idea what it's on about. This is why you don't listen to people on Twitter or Chirper, because they just talk absolute bollocks. Right, so still waiting for people to turn up. Still losing a little bit of money, but you know, it's going up about right. We do have, I believe, a... If we go over to where it is, there it is. A statue of shopping. We can put a statue of shopping in, and this is like a... What's it called? It's like a... What are these called? Landmarks? Unique buildings. Unique buildings. We'll put a statue of shopping in... probably there. Alright. That increases some... get some approval and such, but that's okay. So, we can always move these if we need to as well. Let me just put some water in. There you go. As I said in the last episode, the whole idea of having like a creative way to place like pipe and water and things like that, it's just nonsense. You just place it down, really. It doesn't really matter. You just slam it down. Right, back to roads here. We'll start putting a bit more residential in, so we can continue from this side. So I'm going to curve it up like so, and then over to about there, like that. And then we can go from, I think, from about there, and we'll go up and around And then, like, round to there. We might even have a connection over to there. And then we might continue on to about there. That's about right. Actually, no, I don't like that. It's too uniform. The thing is that humans are absolutely garbage at randomizing things. As much as we might think we're okay at it, we are not. We are terrible. This is going to be problematic. Have you seen how high this road is? It's quite high up. Alright. And then we'll have a road that does that. Actually, we'll probably be able to get it through there. Job done. Right. Excellent. So we got a bit more place for people. Residential area. And even if we want to, sort of come along here. Come along here. And we might, if we're very, very careful. Yes, we can. We can connect it up at the back. Excellent. That's okay. Right. So, residential. Once more. Oh, we need to sort some out first. We want to get rid of those bits. And then... Why is that not placed? Oh, it's because we've got the statue of shopping and whatever there. Right. So, residential. And from here, we'll go up. And because we've got nothing else there, we can just do that. Essentially. And there might be a couple of areas where it's placed down, but not a big problem. We can always change it if we need to. Over here, some of these aren't residential. The game does have a couple of quirks in places where it will just not do certain things. I don't know why. Right, over to these roads here, and what we need to do is... Oh, actually, stop that. No, this is wrong. What I've just done here is wrong. We don't want that as commercial. There we go, that's fine. Now it's okay. Because obviously it's very close to this, which is something we don't want. In terms of landscaping, we can get some trees and start plonking them down. This should hopefully block like the noise and stuff coming through. I'm just trying to find a fairly decent sized tree. There we go. There is a mod, by the way, which is really cool, where you can essentially just hold down and it sort of paints the trees in. I like them. I like that mod. Don't know why I haven't got it on, because I normally run that normally anyway. Okay, there we go. There's a bit more trees put in. That's okay. Look at that. That looks very nice. Ooh, I like that. It's starting to come together. Very, very nice. Okay, so... people are still shouting about power, which, you know, it's sort of understandable, really, because we haven't got much. We could keep going on with these windmills, which does generate power, but it is really annoying for the people here. I will place them down as a sort of test. Now, whether or not we crack on with that is a different story. Whether or not we continue doing this, I don't know. Obviously, because it is pissing everybody off. But we'll put them down. And we'll just check our noise level. Noise level. Yeah, obviously there's massive amounts of noise because it's going boom, 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 boom. But overall happiness, people are generally okay. Commercial happiness is 75%, residential okay. So, if we're playing the, like, you know, the thing is that there's multiple levels when you're playing this game. You play it in a sort of management type mayoral type role, where you just look at numbers and stats and you go, well, you know, technically yes, there is this here, but overall approval is good, you know, things like that. People are saying, I really like, you know, my what reports trouble at the Black Mesa research facility. That's not good. Look, green energy is best, so people are happy with that. I think it's like everything to do with windmills. Some people complain about windmills, and then some people complain that, you know, that we don't have enough, and yeah, whatever. You can't win. Anyway, in terms of this roundabout here, it might be best to upgrade it to a 6-lane highway. Although we can't upgrade most of it to a 6-lane highway. We'd have to demolish certain bits. Wouldn't be that problematic, to be fair. It's just annoying that you can't get extra lanes here. I'm going to put that, I think for next episode I'll put that mod on so we can get some extra lanes around here. Right, so people are... Oh, let's have a look at the statue of shopping, shall we? It is bloomy, essentially. Much bloom. Yeah, much bloom. Very bright. In fact, people are looking at the Aurora Borealis. They're rather... That's good. That makes me actually very happy that people are not really taking much notice of the statue of two fawns smashed together, but would rather like to look at the beautiful Aurora Borealis over there. Oh, so nice. Lovely. Right, okay. Stop looking at the scenery, build things. Right, so we need to expand, perhaps. Where do we want to expand to is the question. Although we don't need to expand, we can always come down here, and I think that's what we'll do. We're going to come down and around like that. It's, is that a train? Yes, it is a train. We don't have any trains at the moment. We also don't have any bus stations. We should probably put a couple of bus routes in, shouldn't we? So let's check things like our education system. They're both fine. Jail capacity, getting a bit low, and there's nothing over here to stop crime. I think we need to stop a bit of crime by putting a police station in over there. And fire is, again, same sort of problem. We'll put a fire station in. There we go. And actually someone's complaining about lack of water. Well, they do have a right to complain since there isn't any water in their street. Because apparently the person who did the infrastructure is a bit of a moron. There we go. There's that put in. Water treatment availability, it's all fine. That's great. Do we have... How many do we have intake? We only have the one intake. You only need the one intake. Fine. Right, over to electricity. Just 1 second. And it still hasn't connected up. Look at that. We still don't have a connection properly. So what I'll do, I'm actually going to demolish this. We don't need that anymore. Essentially, we only need the connection between there and there. So that's fine. Electricity is good, generating a fair bit around here. I like that. And hang on a second. Money. Right, so what's that? Is that full of garbage? Oh, are they saying they're out of garbage? Landfill usage is okay. It's just, I think it's just because of where it is. It's very, very far away. It'll take a while to get there, but they will eventually go over and sort that out. We're going to go to demolish and demolish burnt, demolish abandoned. Yeah, it's fine. Actually, turn them on. I don't know if that's on or off. We'll know if something burns down. We have to fix it. Right. So still more residential requirements, which is interesting because all of this is set as residential, but people are not moving in. I mean, I can sort of understand because the place is very, very far out of the way. And we can't place that there for some reason as well. Look at that. Don't know why. Probably because of the massive slope. This is why I wanted to go on an area like this, though, that was very topographical, I think, is the term. Very up and downy, essentially. So, let's go for some bus routes. I think we need to... Well, we could put a tram system in. I know someone said, let's put a tram system right around the centre. I'm not a fan of putting a tram centre in this area. I think it's too close to the edge there. There's a plane, look. I didn't realise it highlighted it. Fantastic. Yeah, so... We might put one over here when we go over there, but no, for the moment, we'll leave it. But let's go over to go for a bus depot, and we'll put bus depot in probably... You don't really want it in the centre of anywhere. You could put it right at the start, actually, because there's nothing over there that's really stopping us. So we can just put some bus routes in. So from there, it'll come... I think what we'll have is we'll have a couple of bus routes. We'll have one that just goes around here, essentially like around the sort of shopping area. Actually, we'll get rid of that one, and then we'll have a stop that goes around like so, and then one at the end, and then one over there. It misses all this out, which is a shame. Could have one in there. And then there, and that goes round. Okay, that works out for me. Yeah, I think that works out. And then we'll have one that connects up there. There you go. Right. That's not bad. That is one fairly decent bus route that goes all the way around there. Another one we need is probably on this sort of seafront, for the lack of a better... Not a seafront, it's just like a cliff front. So we'll have one that goes... Well, it'll have to come from the bus station, so we have to think about that. So from here... We'll have to come all the way around here. Add in a bus route. Which will come around. And through here. There. And then perhaps... I don't want to go too far in the sticks, you understand. I need to go just round the front. And do we go across the bridge? No, we'll go around. Because you don't... But what we'll do, we'll go around there and then we'll go... across the bridge like that, So from that, then we'll go back across the bridge. That works out. Another route across there, and another one there, and then connect that up. Right, there's another bus route. Excellent. What's happening there? What's that? A dead person. Oh, right. Right, dead person awaiting. That's not good. We don't have a graveyard. We need to put a graveyard out the way. Somewhere that is quiet. Peaceful. Not next to a main road. I mean, this is what the cliff's for. You just go, hoot, splash, but that's very disrespectful, isn't it? Where do we need to put it? Where can we put it? Put it around here. Wouldn't demolish many buildings. In fact, not at all if we put it in the right place. There seems about right. There seems to be a nice place for it. There you go, look. That's quite good. Right, so that's all sorted. There was something I was saying there that I just totally moved off. Yes, you play the game in multiple levels, like, following on from the topic I mentioned about 20 minutes ago. Yeah, you play it in different levels. You play it in the sort of architect mode where you're looking through at the numbers and stats. Then you look at from the designer point where you go, well, actually, all of these here, these don't really make much sense. But, I mean, that's why you've got all these tools. So, for example, landscaping, trees. We could just put loads more trees in here. Like that to sort of, you know, it will block line of sight, but it'll also I think these do block noise as well. I'm only using the same tree, you understand, but I will change them at some point. I'll go back and change a couple of them. There we go. I'm just trying to put some trees around here. There we go. And we'll put some like smaller shrubberies behind them. Do the same thing around here, because I'm sure these do block noise. Is that a generic broadleaf tree, did that say? A generic broadleaf tree. Yes. We'll put some on right tall areas here. And this is where Timmy climbs the tree. I'm going to climb the tree, Daddy. Okay, don't fall off it because you will die. No, you will. Right, so a couple of smaller trees that will go just around there, like as if they're saplings. And sort of dot them around here. There's a nice little park, so it makes sense having them around here. There we go. That's making it a bit better. And what we'll do is we'll have another look in a moment. I don't want to demolish any buildings for a tree, so I'm just being careful where I place them. And around here. A lot of the finer points we'll put in at some point. And there we go. Some of them look a bit iffy here because of the way the terrain is, and I could, if I want to, start sculpting that. Like I could start, you know, I could like raise it up a little bit just to, with the flatten tool actually, sort of smooth that off. Actually, we'll just. Do you want to raise that up or not? Trying to bring it out, you see, trying to just make it a little bit less sharp on them edges. There we go. It's less sharp, less sheer now. I mean, it is still sheer, you understand, but that was really sheer. A little bit around here. Just trying to smooth it off a little bit. And that's about right. Okay, so let's have a quick look from first-person view. It is a bit better. Obviously, you will look up and you'll see your windmill, and you will hear it going vroom, 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 all the way through the night. But, you know, that's why they invented a myriad of sleeping drugs. So, you know, there you are. Right, sorted. Okay, it sort of works. I thought everything had... I thought, why are they not generating power? It's because I pressed space to stop time. Okay, so we're making money. This is good. We are doing okay in terms of our population increase. Again, quite good. We have not yet expanded over to an area. So where would we want to expand? Now, we could expand over this side, which will give us access to a fairly big area. But I don't think we need to expand. What I need to do is I actually want to do a fairly big renovation. I want to get rid of a lot of these areas around here, and the reason for that is I need to go to this road again, and from here I'm going to spur it off. I'm going to bring it all the way through here and down and around across this centre section. Do I need a big road for that or not is the question though. Like, it could just drive around here. No, I think you would have to have a main road for that. I think it would have to be a main road, which means that we need to demolish some bits of road. Now, it shouldn't be too much of a demolish. Just bits around here, I think, would probably do it. Get rid of all these houses here. Obviously, it's going to piss everybody off, but everything you do in this does that. So, there's that gone. And obviously, we'll connect it up to this road once we are sorted. So, over to curved road, and from here, we will curve it round. And essentially straight down. Now, I'm just trying to check, see how far down this is. And actually, I want to delete a little bit more of that. There we are. And start curving it from about there. We're sort of following this valley down, you see. And then, like so. I might be thinking, why the hell am I driving it that way? Well, that's because we eventually will be going over there. Right? Around that way. And from this side, we will follow this. It's like a valley thing. Like so, and like so, actually. Curve it round. Curve it. Actually, undo that bit. And like that. And then what we'll do is continue going round. And this is just a steep, very, very... Ooh, no, I don't like that. It's altering the land too much. Let's bring that back down a bit. What we'll do, we'll heavily curve it round from here. And slope too steep, it says. Although that has altered it somewhat. Coming into this gully might not have been the best choice. Although it does look a really, really nice road. Okay. What we'll do then, we will get onto the land tools. And we will... probably... Can we shrink it down? We'll level it. Oh god. Nope, that's that. Okay, that's had the opposite effect. Right, back up, please. Back up. There we go. It has leveled it. It's just leveled it about, like, you know, 30 feet under the ground, which is not what one wants. Right, now we'll level it. That's a bit better. And then, I don't know what's going to happen on this. We'll try the road on it, and we'll see what happens. So, along like so. See, that works. That's exactly what I was going for. But it just means we're going to have to carve our way around for a bit. Okay, we can carve our way around. I don't think that's a big headache. We could slope it. No. It's just going to have to pull it down. Sort it down. This, however, will probably take quite a bit of time. Got canals as well. No. Okay. So I'm just trying to level it off. And then we'll level it off to... So that's... slowly leveling it off. We only need to level it or up until about this part here, and then it'll automatically do it itself. Let's try that. we go. It's got a little bit of a kink in it, but it should be okay. And then probably like that. Which, yes, it's automatically... No, it hasn't leveled itself off. It's put a little bridgey thing in. Let's delete that. We'll see if we can get it to alter itself. Yep, there we go. That's good. Just building it in... I built it too sharp before. Now, I'm going to do some landscaping on this near the water's edge because I think it's a bit too... It's just a little bit too steep for my liking. And down to there. And then down to there. And then over to there, essentially. But I'm not going to delete that because, as you can see, we've got a power cable coming down. Right. That seems to come down quite well. Going around the other way is going to be problematic. I don't even know if we can bridge this, by the way. I know I mentioned before that, like, you know, we could see if we can get across. That doesn't work unless we actually do that, I think. That is the anarchy mode on, but no, it's not going to work. I don't know. Height's too high. There is a way to do it. There is a way to do this, but I'm just not entirely convinced. I'm not entirely sure what it is, to be honest with you, what the solution would be. You could do it sort of halfway like that, so we'd have to go down a bit and then up and across, but I don't like that. I like the idea of a massive suspension bridge. There is a way to do it. We'll have to play about. So, I think we're going to leave it there because we have progressed on quite nicely. We've got a road that comes all the way down here. In fact, what we'll do, just before we end, it's probably best if I actually put these roads in like so, and then same here. There we are. And then I think it was a 2-laner like that. There we go. So, there's all them put in. Not too bad. We can do the same thing up here as well. That'll have to go down and... Oh god, this is going to be a bit of a slopey one, isn't it? Yeah, too steep. Hang on. We'd have to have like a curvy one. We could go across like that. That's quite nice. And then if we want to, we can sort of curve it round, and then in. That's not bad. Then you come around. Yeah, that's okay. I can manage that. I think that's quite good. Right, okay. So, progressed on quite nicely. Got a lot of little additional things put in. We got bus routes, which I'm thinking are now broke. No, bus routes are in. We didn't alter like too much of it, so it's fine. Bus routes are in. We've got, I think, double the capacity. Not necessarily making money, but it's going up and down. We're doing okay with that one, and to be fair, we're just going to put money in if we need it anyway, just for the sake of cracking on and building this thing. Power should be fine. It is fine, although noise is a little bit iffy, but we did change, you know, we did like hopefully fix it with a couple of those trees. Let's have a quick look. Noisiness. It might have stopped it. I don't know if that's further on there. I'm not sure. I'm really not too sure, to be honest with you. Either way, it looks okay. We're going to put a couple more in just to finish it off. This road is very, very nice. I like that. That's okay. It's very up and downy in places, but, you know, it's fine. It does seem to work and such. The overall slope up here is very, very nice as well, and it all sort of connects up. Very, very good infrastructure for the next one, and as you can see, this road's working as well. So, not too bad. Next episode, I will crack on. Like I say, comments in the comments for suggestions, changes, things like that. But I must confess, the next episode I'm going to record directly after this one because I'm doing this on Wednesday, and this is my last time to record before essentially the full weekend stuff. So this one and the next one is a bulk, so I won't be able to take the comments and stuff for the next one. And to be fair, if you're watching this a couple of weeks ahead, then it's already done, so tough. Right. As always, let me know. I think we're doing okay, but you be the judge of that, I guess. Thank you very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings.